Hi everybody, I'm Lucy from North Korea. I am 23 years old and I'm also a YouTuber, and I also have my very own YouTube channel called Lucy from North Korea as well. It's been 14 years since I escaped from North Korea, and thank you so much, Dimple, for having me today. Well, I initially went to America in 2018. I've only been to Boston because I applied for a program. The whole point of the program is to bring North Korean defectors to Boston and get to know and learn the entrepreneur skill from an American perspective. My first impression before I landed in America, I had like this spontaneous imagination of what America would be like. It will be like a rich country and like people who is like very fit and like business-minded people. But after going there, I've met so many people from different backgrounds, like let's say like diversity of like the ethnicity itself. For today's video, I'm going to share a couple of things that was shocking for me when I went to America. I have to say McDonald's was the most shocking food that I've ever tasted, because the size itself was so, like the current country that I live in, South Korea, we have like small size, medium size to large size. But in America, the proportion, the capacity of the cup, like the Coke itself, it was like more of a, let's say, grande version of every single portion, like the signature size of it, of a Coke. I think like American food, like the microwave food itself, I think America makes the best frozen food ever. I don't remember the particularly like the specific meal that I had for a frozen food, but I think it was some mashed potatoes and like vegetables and salmon, I think. Yeah, and I think that was like really pretty much really tasty, like delectable. Oh no, because since we don't live in a country with electricity, we don't have the access to using microwave as much as American people do. So like thinking of frozen food, we don't even have refrigerators to keep up with the frozen food. So how can we maintain that? Tap water, like I have to say, after escaping from North Korea, I didn't know you get to have water indoors. Because basically back in North Korea where I came from, we have to get water from the outside. So basically we had to dig a hole, create a willow, and then like we have to use a bucket, and then we have to like get the water like through the bucket. But like drinking from tap water, it was really comfortable. You know, because it's really difficult to go outside when it's like winter times like this, like today. But getting to having the experience of just getting water in such an easy, accessible manner, it was a really good experience. But I still live in South Korea right now, but we don't particularly drink water from the tap water. Listen, I'm not good with math, and like the tipping itself, it was really hard for me. So I just let my friend did all the job, and I have to just pay.
Have you heard of like tipping in North Korea?
Tipping in North Korea? No. I don't think tipping really exists in North Korea. Literally, I've never thought about that. Yeah, tipping does not exist. I have to say, the country where I came from, we don't really have a freedom of changing our hairstyles to pink or blue or green. We don't really have the, we're not allowed. We have to keep it to a strict limit of hairstyles. Piercings and tattoos are not allowed, it's forbidden. Like, I did see, I had an experience with my mother getting her eyebrows tattooed at home, and my brother, he was like 13 years old, and he ended up seeing, oh my god, you have the permanent ink on your skin. So he asked my mother if he could get a tattoo, basically around his knuckle. Is that a knuckle?
This is your knuckle.
Oh, this is your knuckle. What do you call this one?
Yours.
Your wrist bone. You know that
Yeah.
wrist bone. We call that like an apple bone or something. And he let the person who was drawing my mother's eyebrows to tattoo in his wrist. Yeah, I never grew up watching people like wearing like crop tops or like formal fitting or like dreadlocks or people wearing sandals.
Even sandals.
Not even sandals. I didn't really see yeah, like colorful, like really like tight dresses. But after going to Boston, oh yeah, especially leggings. In North Korea, we're not allowed to wear clothes that define our body or like shows the shape of woman's feminine side. So going to America and seeing these girls exposing their features, their feminine side, and being like embracing their body was shocking for me because I felt uncomfortable seeing girls with leggings. Yeah, so like my first experience in Boston, people walking around the street with shirtless. You know, I have an episode for you, and that was every day I woke up in the morning in Boston, I would go outside to a convenience store, and I would see people like walking, running every single day, and I saw one person who was like shirtless, and he was just like showing off his abs or 8-packs or something. And I was like, imagine if he did that in North Korea. He would be like sent to prison camp or be like interrogation would be happening. Why did he show you? Yeah, we only do that when we're like going to the beach or something. Definitely, I found it disgusting. Like, I do respect the culture itself, but you know, I'm just so used to like showing respect towards South Korean, like Korean traditional way of, you know, if you visit somebody, you have to. It's a mandatory act to remove your shoes and step foot onto somebody else's floor. But I found it really difficult because you know, when someone's so used to being like taking off their shoes, I ended up taking off my shoes when I went to some households in America, and yeah, I got told off like you don't have to take off your shoes, and I just felt so embarrassed because, you know, like habit is a very uncomfortable thing. In today's video, we talked about a couple of shocking experiences that I had in America. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, you guys.